whatever time of the day you're watching this and from whatever part of the world that you're watching this from. I hope your 2021 is off to a good start. Just come here a little bit. I have a question. How are you doing on your New Year's resolutions or goals or whatever you call them? Here's the thing. Every once in a while, do you stop to ask yourself why you do what you do, when you do it, and how you do it? One of my sons introduced me to a term called muscle memory. Now, muscle memory, from what I understood, is that part of your brain that stores information so that you do not have to cognitively think about it when you do it. For example, when you walk, you do not have to think, I am walking now, left leg forward, right leg forward. Or if I'm driving, I don't have to think, yes, I'm driving. Doesn't mean I'm not alert, but it means I don't have to think about changing gears, for example. Okay, this little baby here it's automatic, so I do not have to think about changing gears anyway. But my point is muscle memory. Many of us operate on muscle memory. Kind of reminds me of a story that I once read of a general who was in charge of a barrack somewhere in the Bundus. Now, it so happened that they needed to build a new block in this particular barracks. And those of us that are familiar with building, you know there's a part where you build a foundation, then you have a concrete slab. Now, a concrete slab is built with very liquidish kind of cement that if you step on while wet, it will have footprints. So anyway, what happened is that when they did this slab, being in the Bundus, come morning, there was footprints of animals all over the place. The general, being a perfectionist, said, this will not happen again. We have to redo the top of the slab. I want it neat and tidy. However, I want 4 cadets who are going to be guarding that slab every single night to ensure that there are no footprints of animals. It so happened that the general was transferred after a very short period to a different barracks. So in comes in a different general. And guess what? 6 months down the road, 4 cadets are still guarding a slab that is completely dry. So anyway, this general, walking around the barracks, decided to ask the cadets, why do you guard the slab? None of them knew why they guard the slab. They said, well, we were told to do this and we found it being done like this. So for this general, he went back to the history and tried to find out why the slab is guarded. He gives a call to the other general and says, yo, what's up? Why did you give a decree for this slab to be guarded? The other general says, well, because it needed to be guarded for 24 hours and it needed to dry. So the other general is like, wait a minute, 24 hours? So you mean we've been guarding a slab for 6 months for no good reason? What's the moral of the story? The moral of the story is that you need to every so often stop. Ask yourself why you do what you do, how you do it. And guess what? You're likely to thank me later towards the end of this year. Come close again. You shall thank me later. Peace. Inje.